What's up YouTube, this is JB Panther back with a video, and today's video is actually another breaking news Marvel update video. I feel like I gotta talk to you guys about this because I feel like it's very important. Again, I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. So this comes from Deadline.com. It says Black Widow jumps to summer 2021. Marvel pick releases shifts. West Side Story is delayed a year. Soul stays theatrical. I guess they're gonna put the Pixar Soul movie out in theaters. We already knew that Marvel's Black Widow was set to move as far the biggest shift on Disney's theatrical calendar, going from November 6th to May 7th, 2021. That's a complete delay of Black Widow from its original pre-pandemic release of May 1st this year. Black Widow kicks Eternals from February 12th to 2021 to November 5th, 2021. Shang-Chi The Legend of Ten Rings comes out on July 9th, 2021, a post-Independence Day release that Disney had already reserved for the untitled feature. Taken up into the Eternal spot is the 20th Century's movie Kingsman, which was ahead from its February 26th, 2021 release. So I guess they're going to do this next year. And it goes on, and then Kamani Manjani, he talks about there's a pandemic. Nothing is more important than health and lives. I can't tell people to go to a movie theater until I feel safe going to one. Take care of yourself. I promise it'll be worth the wait. And it goes on and on and on and on and all this other stuff, right? I'm going to be honest with you, right? Again, you guys going to agree or disagree with me. First of all, in my personal opinion, this is how I truly feel. I feel like Disney, they looked at the numbers from... First of all, let's just keep it 100, right? We're going to, this is more of an authentic, real channel. I'm not going to tiptoe and BS with you like other YouTubers and stuff like that and try to be corporate with it. Let's just keep it 100, right? Number one, it's a pandemic. We're dealing with a global race war, a recession. We had the martial law lockdowns. We're just dealing with real life. We have a presidential election happening. We're dealing with real life, everyday, real life stuff. You feel me? Like life or death type of situations. Also, another thing is another reason why I think they did it because they dropped New Mutants. Mulan was a train wreck. I already did videos talking about it. And Tenet was the movie that everyone was looking everyone was iffy with, because New Mutants was very, and if it was technically a movie that's a big blockbuster movie, but it was still a movie that people were very iffy with. But Tenet was the movie that's where it's yeah, we can't drop any big budget movies no more. And I think that was just the nail in the coffin. And I think by releasing Tenet, and let's be honest, Tenet ain't gonna make no money. I don't care how long they gonna keep Tenet in movie theaters. People ain't showing up like that. I mean, people showing up, but it's not enough of people showing up. You feel me? It's not enough to make a profit. And it's facts. I mean, if it was, then they wouldn't be moving in movies like that. And also, you gotta realize is that, the movie theaters, you're reducing the capacity to 25%. So you're making, even if you do fit a bunch of people in there, you're only making a quarter of what you used to make. And also part of it, people are not going to movie theaters. I even tell you guys before, I'm not going to BS with you guys, stuff like that. I personally don't feel comfortable going back to the movie theaters. You feel me? Or you really think you're going to feel safe going back? No, you're not really going to. But that's another thing as well. But also I think part of it is, a huge thing is that it shows you that Marvel, I know they dropped WandaVision, stuff like that. I didn't do a video about that because I'm listen, look, WandaVision looks interesting, but I'm not crazy about it, you feel me? It's just alright, I'll see it whenever I see it, you feel me? But when it comes to Marvel, just in general, I'm not as excited for Marvel. I'm going to be honest with you, right? DC has a better lineup. But even DC, it's okay, you guys keep pushing back Wonder Woman. We know you're going to we know Wonder Woman's coming out, Christmas? They're going to push it back till next year. Let's just keep on it, right? And I feel the longer they keep delaying these movies over and over and over, the less hype people get. And also part of it is that you're losing the normies and the general public. I know Marvel's trying to do the thing with the WandaVision show. It looks interesting, but your everyday normie, grandma, aunt, grandma, aunt, normie, casual fan, bandwagon fan, they're out. You feel me? If you're expecting that money, that's gone. You got to really cater to the hardcore fans, and I feel with their lineup, it's just not that good. You feel me? It just feels very weak and very lackluster, and in my personal opinion. And also, I feel like part of it is that I just think, in my personal opinion, is that people are not going to wait for Disney and Warner Bros. To give them superheroes, right? I told you guys before, I think My Hero Academia is going to do very, very well. They're doing season 5 in the middle. They're working on season 5 right now in the middle of a pandemic. So shout out to Shueisha, shout out to Yoda Hoshi. I mean, you got to give them credit. Also, even, then you have The Boys, I guess, like a really popular show. I know I got to check that out. I think it's on Amazon. I've been hearing about it's a superhero show and it's been really, really popular, whatever. But people are going to find other ways to get superhero entertainment. Either they're going to read My Hero Academia, either they're going to watch The Boys, or they're going to read another novel or something like that. They're going to find other venues to keep themselves entertained. And like, even for example, I'm more of an anime channel, and I told you guys before, if I didn't have the anime, my channel would be kind of screwed right now. Right now, it's like even like next week, right? We got Jujutsu Kaisen. That's gonna be a new popular anime that a lot of you guys have been telling me about. Inuyasha, the Half Demon Princess. They got another one. Attack on Titan final season's coming out, stuff like that. But I'm saying, like, people are gonna find other things to entertain themselves, and they're not gonna wait for Hollywood and even sports to get their shit together. You feel me? Let's just keep it honest. You feel me? Like, and the problem is that they're realizing, right? When you shut down for like 6-7 months, right? Number one, I'm just talking about business in general, you broke in the habit. So when you do reopen, you lose like 50-60% of your customer base because those customers are gone, you feel me? And then that's not even part of it as well. Now you gotta do 25% capacity, reduce staff, and then you got barriers up, you gotta wear a mask, you gotta social distance. I mean, it's a lot of, like, to me, it's more of a hassle than more of an experience, you feel me? So if it's a movie theater, people are definitely not gonna feel comfortable going back. Even if it's like, oh, okay, you can go back, but people are just not going to feel comfortable after everything what we went through, you feel me? So I think part of it is that with Marvel, I think they're screwed. I even think DC's screwed. I even think Hollywood in general is kind of screwing themselves over because right now they're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. California, they have the wildfires. They're dealing with a lot of crazy stuff right now, you feel me? Hollywood's possibly about to go bankrupt. All the TV shows, like Hollywood's just not doing well, you feel me? Supergirl is getting canceled and stuff like that. Again, I wasn't keeping up with all this other stuff, but I've heard a lot of reports about it and stuff like that. But the point I'm trying to say is that with Marvel, DC, Warner Brothers, I understand why you pushed it back, but the only reason why you pushed it back because you guys are scared of losing money. You guys are already going to lose money regardless. I mean, people just said, like, a lot of people just say, put on Disney Plus and do the VOD. I'm just like, from a business point of view, let's just keep it 100, right? If Mulan didn't do... Listen, we knew Mulan was going to be a train wreck from Jump Street. I mean, even after the actress said what she said, I knew that movie's not going to do well. You feel me? And it wasn't even made for an American audience. It was made for an Eastern audience, and they hated it. So, I mean, you were never going to win with Mulan. You feel me? That's just what it is. I don't care how Disney and everybody else or these mainstream people try to flip it. The movie was not going to do well regardless. But also, if you look at it from a business point of view, with Black Widow, I'm going to be honest with you, Black Widow's not going to make the big money that it was. I think before COVID, I think it had a chance of hitting $1 billion, or at least 800, 900 million. I think when it comes back, I think it's going to hit like 600, 700 million at best, because by the time it comes out, people are just not going to care. Even when they spend their money, they re-spend their money on the marketing, people are just not going to care. They're like, all right, she's dead for like 2 years. I'm good. I can find something else to do. And then when they do come back, people are not going to care as much. You feel me? And I'm really curious about how are they going to justify these big budget movies going forward. Like, there's no way you can keep this up. You feel me? And also another thing as well is that the longer time keeps happening, and let's just keep it 100, a lot of theaters are going to close. Or like that's another thing as well. We got to talk about this conversation. This is a real authentic conversation. Is that the longer they keep dragging it, holding back these big budget movies, the theaters are not going to be able to keep up, like the electricity, the staff, whatever. A lot of them are either going to be closed or file for bankruptcy. So the studios are also screwing the movie theaters as well, because it's like, if there's no new movies, people are not going to show up. And if there's not going to be no big budget movies, and that's what the theaters and the employees and stuff like that rely on, if they don't have that type of attention or attraction coming into the theaters, they're not going to make any profit. You feel me? And they're not even going to break even. And if they're not going to make profit, they're going to have to close down or file for bankruptcy. So again, the studios are also screwing the movie theaters over as well. I don't know why the movie theaters and the studios don't have like a conversation. To me, it feels like how the studios is with the comic book industry, how Disney and Warner Bros. Don't give a damn about the comic book industry, but then uses the characters for their big budget movies. It seems like the movie theater owners and the studios have zero connection with each other, and it just seems like, they're distant. You feel me? But I don't get it. I'm not part of that world. I'm not part of that industry. So I have no idea what goes in those offices and meetings behind the scenes. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this. Do you think Marvel is going to do well? I do think DC has a better lineup. But again, we don't even know where DC's at. Because Wonder Woman's going to come out, and not going to say it's going to bomb, but it'll definitely underperform or not make the money that it is because they delayed Wonder Woman like 6, 7 something times. And when a movie does come out, people are just not going to care. Yeah, it's just what it is. You feel me? And I think Warner Bros. Is going to have to just take that hit. And I think Disney's going to have to take the same hit as well. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.